Good evening, everybody. I'm Jordan Darensbourg with your Tut Media Group forecast. And your satellite radar, it will be a very clear throughout much of the country, but don't mind all that rain. Usually that would say a light area of rain, but that is not rain. That is an error in the radar. That is a technical glitch. Don't worry about that. Weather on Thursday, that high pressure system that's sitting off the coast, it's shoving away from us, and it will drive that low pressure system with this cold front that's currently in Mississippi and Alabama heading through our area. And they will tell you more about that later, because the southeast highs are going to be 70 degrees in Raleigh, near 80 in places like Charleston, but as you head down to Florida, that's kind of what they usually see, temperatures in the 80s, but there's only 70 degrees back in Jackson and 72 down in the Big Easy of New Orleans. And on Thursday night, there you see that cold front. It's right on top of our area with the low pressure centered all the way up in Ontario, north of Toronto, and that will generate some of the rain from much of the northeast. And it will be 47 in Raleigh, as well as 56 in Charleston and 60 in Jacksonville on the Thursday night. But behind the front, it'll only be 52 in Atlanta and 52 in Montgomery. So really, it's a front nonetheless, but it is a weaker front because we're so far away from that low. And your day planner at 10 a.m. on Thursday, it'll be pretty nice, partly sunny, 64 degrees. The cold front will pass right about 3 o'clock, and the highest temperature will be 76. It's only going to be the warmest day of this 5-day trend, and I'll tell you more about that later. But at 8 p.m., the northwest wind will only be 7 to 12 miles an hour, and the temperature will drop into the upper 50s for your Thursday evening. And mostly sunny. Winds are from the south at 12 miles an hour, so yes, a lot of the winds will be pushing in that warm air into our area. And 77 in Wilmington and 76 in Jacksonville, and it'll actually be even warmer, 78 up in Rose Hill. So the temperatures are mainly going to be in the upper 70s throughout much of our region, and that's because of that warm air being driven in on the back end of the high pressure heading closer to the cold front. But as the cold front will have already passed, it will be 6 miles an hour from the west in clear skies. It will be 50 degrees near the coast because of that sea breeze, but as you get further inland, the temperature will only be in the upper 40s. So for the region, make sure that you are really bundled up if you're heading inland to places like Rose Hill or Kinston this evening. And on Friday, the temperatures will almost get to 70 in Wilmington, North Carolina, and almost get to 70 as well in Jacksonville, but it will mainly be upper 60s throughout much of the region. So they won't quite get to 70, but it's going to be a nice, pleasant day anyways. And extended forecast, it's going to be 5 days of beautiful weather. The only thing I have here is Saturday and Sunday mornings. Despite the wind coming from the south, the winds on Saturday and the temperatures for Saturday and Sunday, the lows are going to be in the upper 40s on Saturday and even the upper 30s on Sunday. That means that you all definitely need to bundle up as you head on out to church on your Sunday morning. But other than that, pleasant days ahead. So good days to get out on a picnic. Just wear a light jacket or something like that during the day, except for Thursday. Thursday is really short sleeve and shorts weather because it's going to be very warm, temperatures in the upper 70s, something really you see in September rather than November. And with that, I'm Jordan Darensbourg. Have a great evening, Wilmington. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jordan Darensbourg with your JSU TV forecast. And your Thursday weather, it's going to be a simple high pressure system over the Rockies, but other than that, it's just going to be clear skies. We do have that low sitting out there off the coast of the Northeast near New England. That's bringing them some precipitation throughout our area. However, on Thursday here in the Southeast, it's definitely going to be clear, but the warmer temperatures to look at will be definitely in Houston as well as in Jacksonville, Florida, with temperatures up in the 60s in those areas. In the meantime, it would also be 53 in Charlotte and only 48 for a high up in the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. But on Thursday evening, the high pressure system starts to really dominate the eastern third of the country, as well as the Rocky Mountains as well. So there won't be much in the way of weather patterns. However, we do want to look at a system right here over the Pacific Northwest that can create the next chance of rain, which will not come within the next 5 days, and I'll talk more about that in a second. In the meantime, we have our futurecast rainfall, which will not show any rainfall. So really, this is a pointless map, but we have to show it to you to further illustrate the fact that the rain is moving out of our area and the clear skies and the high pressure will dominate. And Thursday's highs, it'll only be 46 over in Nashville, Tennessee, as I mentioned. It'll be 53 here in town, and we'll go further into our area a little bit later, but it will also be 60 over in Lufkin, Texas, and 53 over in Little Rock, Arkansas. And for your Thursday night high temperatures, it'll only be 54 in Yazoo City and 52 over in Noxubee County in Macon, as well as 53 over in Lauderdale County in Meridian, Mississippi. And for your Thursday night lows, we do want to watch this one temperature right here in Yazoo City. It is only 32 degrees, which means it will be below freezing, which means you may want to make sure that you have your plants covered and your pets brought inside and bundled up whenever you go outside. Actually, really, I say this goes for the entire region because temperatures will be in the low to mid 30s throughout the region. So definitely if you're going out, please make sure you're bundled up. If you don't go out, this would be a great night by the fireplace, a great Netflix and chill night. So you definitely want to do that. And your day planner in Jackson, it'll be a really nice day tomorrow with the highs going to be reaching the mid 50s by 3 o'clock this evening. Winds are from the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour. And at 6 p.m., the wind chill will dip into the 30s with that northerly wind coming through at that similar speed and the low of 45 degrees. And on Thursday, tomorrow, your highs will be in the mid 50s throughout much of the region. 54 in Clinton as well as in Pearl, but 55 here in town as 54 up in Madison, Mississippi. Winds are from the north under some sunny skies. Similar conditions, winds are from the north at 7 miles an hour, but the lows are going to only be in the low to mid 30s, with 34 in Edwards being the highest temperature on this map. So again, as I said, make sure you have your pets brought in, make sure you're bundled up and everything like that. But once we look at this 5-day forecast, it's just going to be a repeated pattern of gorgeousness because it will be Thursday through Sunday just gorgeous. But especially look at Saturday through Monday because it is going to be absolutely beautiful with highs reaching the 60s. So it won't necessarily be all that cold during this period, but you may still want to wear something comfortable for this period of time. But when it comes to like the 60s, you can like maybe wear like a short sleeve shirt, things like that. But other than that, make sure you are dressed comfortably for these next 5 days. It is going to be very comfortable for your holiday shopping or whatever plans that you may have. And with that, I'm Jordan Darensbourg with your JSU TV. Fired up, J-State, fired up. Hey!